Oh my god, we got raided already. Hello. Just gonna run an ad real quick and grab some water. I will be starting soon, don't worry.
У меня живет культурный кот, культурный кот, культурный кот, культурный кот. Он культурным голосом поет, но мимо нот, но мимо нот, но мимо нот.
Hey, what's up, everyone? My name's Cloth of Melodium, musical prince of darkness, and I have returned from death, I guess. Hey, thank you for the. I think that was a hydrate. Yeah. Oh my god. Thanks for the hydrate again, Asbestos. Oh my god. I wonder if my chat will try to drown me again. Yeah, we're going with a new layout today, just for today. Cause why not? Hello, Aladia. Hello, Yo-Yo. Yo-Yo. Hello, Yo-Yo-chan. Hello, Roggy. Hello, Az and Fire. Hello, Romshu. What a thrill. Hello, Meta. Meta mis huevos en tu boca. No, just kidding. Meta Moth Lover, hello. Splatora, good luck at work. Thank you for the raid today. Hello, am I missing anyone? I think I got everyone. How am I doing? I am doing all right. I'd be lying if I said excellent, but I'm at least doing all right. Oh, you know what I forgot, guys? You know what I forgot? I forgot to add one of you guys here. Hold on. It's me, Ahmad. Oh yeah, Mario. Pretty good, Mario. I heard that you have a pretty fun project going on with Trix lately, and it's some pretty exciting news as well, guys. Let's start off today with some pretty exciting news. Number one, there's a video coming out soon. You guys know how I'm like the musical Prince of Darkness, but I haven't uploaded a song in forever. That's about to change very soon. My size is changing too, for some reason. That's a big Melodite. Hold on, let me make you a little bit tiny. Why am I being tiny-fied as well? Hold on. Ha! Anyways, but yeah, that's about to change very soon because I'm about to soon TM. Yeah, soon TM. I'm about to finish like doing a video for a cover because I've been working on an MV. Also, how's the music, guys? How's the music? Is the music too loud or is the music all right? If the music's too loud, I can turn down the music. Hold on, let me turn down the music a little bit. There we go. Yeah, a new cover's coming soon. It's alright. Okay. It's good? Okay. If that was good, then I'll keep it there. Okay. Anyways, so yeah, new cover coming out soon. Yeah. And it's going to be a cover that I've been working on in collaboration with Trix Treats. Yeah. So Trix Treats, the adventurer cat Dayo Nya, as she would say. I've been working on a cover with her, so yeah. And by the way, Mario was the one who did the art for that, so that's also pretty exciting. And by the way, the art is excellent, and it's also mixed by one of our friends, Dolvondo. I've been calling him Dondozo because like it reminds me of the Pokemon name, you know, Dondozo. But yeah. You know what it is? I mean, of course you know what it is. It's been a long time coming, but yeah. And also another very exciting announcement. Let me see. Let me just do I not have it saved? Wait, I wanted to make the announcement today, but I don't have the image saved. Wow. I'm such a professional, guys. I'm such a professional that I forgot to save the announcement. All right, just name it Keyboard Smash. Yeah, I'm such a professional streamer, guys. All right, another announcement. Let me just put it over my face over here. Okay, gonna put it over my face right here. Da-da-da-da! I will be attending a small con over in Florida called NetsuCon. So if any of you guys are in Florida, I'm going to have a meet and greet there. In the Neko Alley Anime booth. Our good friends at Neko Alley Anime I'm going to be having a meet and greet at their booth December 6th, 12:30 p.m. to 1 p.m. EST. I know a bunch of you guys, you know, probably almost all of you probably aren't in Florida, but there's also another, yeah, totally. I'm totally going to be an honorary Florida man. But, there's going to be another con that's a bit bigger, guys, that I'm trying to get into as well. So we'll see. We'll see how that pans out, guys. We'll see how that pans out. Okay. But I'm basically trying to reach out more to like a bunch of different events, you know, meet and greets, holiday events, hosted by other VTubers. I've been trying to reach out, so fingers crossed. So those are basically the announcements for today. Mall Santa Claus event? That's actually such a good idea. That's such a good idea. Maybe I'll do like a mall Santa thing, where like I'll put on like a Santa costume, and then maybe I'll set up like a website where you guys can like put in your Christmas wishes, and I'll comment on those Christmas wishes. Maybe that'll be a fun thing to do. What do you guys think? Do you guys think that would be pretty fun? Would you guys like me to do that? Like a mall Santa thing? Yeah, I'll announce it in my server. Which, by the way, if you haven't joined my server yet, let me just put a link to my server. You know, just shameless plug. Please join my server if you haven't yet, and make sure that you're over the age of 18. If you join my server, because trust me, we are not kid friendly. There you go. That's the link to my server. Enjoy. Make sure to read the rules and whatnot, you know. Grab yourself some rolls. But yeah. So there were some things that I wanted to talk about today. Honestly. Oh, thanks for the hydrate. Oh my god, Cookie! How you doing, Cookie? Oh crap! Thank you for the resub tier 2 for 13 months in a row. Oh no! Here. I'll have this as my BGM for temporarily. Here, I'll have this as my BGM for you temporarily because you commented that. Is this what you wanted? Is this what you wanted? But yeah, oh my god, thank you for the follows for 1 year 5 months. Oh my god, yeah, I remember you, Cookie. You're one of the OGs for real. But yeah. Anyways, I'm gonna stop this before it gets stuck in my head for the remainder of the week again. Anyways, so what was I talking about? Oh yeah, something that I wanted to talk about. Yeah. Recently, Canada has started to experience a winter, and well, you see, Cookie. I've been off of work for like 3 days now because I slipped on some black ice. If you guys don't know what black ice is, it's basically like ice that's so transparent that you don't see what it is. It's called black ice because it usually appears on pavements. So you know, it's basically like the color black, like the pavement. So I slipped on some black ice, and not only did I sprain my ankle, but I hit my shoulder as well. The shoulder pain's gone, so I'm actually going back to work tonight, and my ankle feels better. The swelling has gone away, you know. You know what they say, I think it's the rice method, you know. I forgot what the letters meant, but I know the means ice, C means compression, and E means elevation. I forgot what the R was. Rest. Yeah, rest. Of course I would forget what rest was. I don't know why I thought it was so fitting that the one letter I forgot was freaking rest. Oh my god, how fitting is that? But anyways, yeah, winter is coming. I have my tires changed already to winter tires, so you know, I'll be driving quite comfortably on the road. But yeah, how are the winters over in your guys' countries? Because over here in Canada, it's kind of like, especially in my city, I think my city has one of the highest like variances in temperature between like summer and winter. So you know, summer it gets really hot and humid. Winter it becomes really cold, just really freaking cold. I'm in Texas. There's basically no winter. Oh boy, you guys are lucky. I mean, I kind of prefer winter over summer. You just get cold, no snow or ice. Yeah, cause I don't know. My perfect weather is fall. Winter is 15.5 degrees C. Oh my god, that's like perfect weather for me, yo. 15.5 degrees C. I can go out in like a shirt and like shorts and like flip flops. I love it. Yeah. Okay. But like, I can adjust better to winter than I can in summer, because you know, winter you can just stack more layers on. Summer you can only take off so much before you are basically just like, you know, bare skinned, standing outside completely naked. You know, there's not much you can really do. Ah, I see. That makes sense, actually. That makes sense. But yeah, like for winter, you could like put on as many coats as you can, and eventually you'll reach a point where like you're warm. You know, eventually you'll have enough layers where you're warm. You'll look like a puffed up marshmallow, but it's better than being cold. You know, it's at least easier to adjust to the cold, in my opinion. You know, but like, I guess for other people, it's like, you know, it's nice seeing the summer weather, going outside and seeing all the fresh blades of grass. You hate layering up to leave and the face stays cold. I mean, just put on a balaclava or like, or even like a scarf or something. You know, like there's ways to keep your face not cold. I have a balaclava for that. What is grass? We don't have that here. I mean, that's true. I mean, do cactuses count? That reminds me, I went on a trip to Arizona once, and you guys know how Arizona is really hot and dry? It's like a dry heat. Yeah, I went to Phoenix, Arizona for 2 weeks, and surprisingly enough, the dry heat isn't as bad as like some of the most humid days in my country. Like, I would rather have a dry heat than like, you know, super humid. Yeah, it was nice. We went to like some places in like old town Phoenix, you know, and we saw a bunch of like, you know, old yeehaw style like tourist shops and whatnot, where you can buy like nice cowboy boots and hats and whatnot. And I managed to gaslight someone into actually affirming his belief that everyone in Canada rides dog sleds everywhere instead of cars, and we all lived in igloos. Because someone asked me that. It's like, hey, you're from Canada? Do you guys actually all like live in igloos and like ride dog sleds to work and school? And I was like, yeah. Oh yeah. Us in Canada, we have that Toyota dog sled, eh? Yeah, we ride our Toyota dog sleds to work, eh? Does that mean I speak French as well? Not a lot. Oh, okay. I'm gonna tell you something very very funny about my learning French, you know, because Canada is, my city especially, is a bilingual place. Are you telling me you don't perform an Inuit ritual to summon the ghost of Balto to take you to work every day? Hey, stop exposing our secrets, Az. That's a well-hidden Canadian secret. But yeah, what do you call it? Oh yeah. So when I first moved to Canada, I did really well in core French studies, you know. So that's basically just like, you know, basic language studies in French. And because I did well, Clotho's whole province is bilingual. So true. But so my parents are the kind of parents where like they want me to be an overachiever, you know, and they think that going for harder courses means that you'll get a better chance at like going to a good school and whatnot, you know. A lot of that old way of thinking when it comes to academics. But the thing is, what they did was, French immersion is the hardest French course that you can take, and since you did so well in core French, we're gonna put you in French immersion. Now, if you guys don't know what French immersion is, it basically means half of your classes become French. You learn it in French, and as someone who basically just had like I would say like a preschool, grade school level understanding of French, my grades started to plummet. Yeah, my grades started to plummet, and I'm like, I hate this. I absolutely hate this. I don't want to learn French anymore. So because I started failing my classes, and my parents got really disappointed that I started failing my classes, and they didn't understand that, hey, those classes that I failed, yeah, they're all in French. So I had to do like basically like 2 weeks into my classes, I had to switch up my classes to core French again. And then the following years, I didn't take French at all once it's not required anymore. Because I just got so traumatized by French immersion that I was like, nah, I'm not taking French anymore. Which is nice because for grade 11 and grade 12, I got to have like a free period where I just hung around in the library, and then we all just like played Yu-Gi-Oh. We just all played Yu-Gi-Oh and Magic the Gathering. To this day, Clotho breaks out in a cold sweat when he sees a Frenchman on the street. Once I start hearing French, I'm like, no. I mean, non. It's funny though, cause a lot of culinary class was French cuisine and learning a bunch of like French terms, you know, like a lot of cause a lot of no baguette. But yeah, a lot of cooking terms are in French because, you know, a lot of culinary education, the techniques come from French, from Bocuse, I think. But yeah, I forgot the whole culinary history thing, because man, I used to be so good at that. Like I used to have that shit on lock, you know. What is that thing called again? Sous vide? Yeah, it basically just means cooking in a vacuum. So you just like vacuum seal a bag and soak it in a constant temperature maintained water, and it's sous vide. There you go. Microplastics. I don't know how much microplastics get involved in that technique, but you know, it's a very reliable way to cook temperature sensitive things like steak, fish. Yes, it does. Yeah. French immediately makes things sound a lot fancier. Like for example, putting butter at the very end of your at the very end of your cooking process, you know, when you put butter and then you incorporate the butter so it looks all glossy and like it tastes richer because of the butter, you know, it's creamier. They call it Monte Albert. Monte Albert. Bear. Which just means, you know, mounting it with butter. Half of the cuts for fruits and veggies are like French. Yeah, julienne. Yeah, julienne is definitely a French term. Oh, you're at work right now, Game Fanatic? Ooh, don't get in trouble. Camembert? I mean, camembert is a French cheese, yes. But like, for example, white butter sauce is beurre blanc. But like, you know, it sounds a lot more fancy to say beurre blanc. Beurre blanc. Oh my god. My French pronunciation is absolute dog water. Not French, but what the fuck does it mean to reduce a sauce? That's it's what it is on the tin. You basically heat the sauce gently enough to make it evaporate, and what it does is it reduces the sauce. It takes away a bunch of water from the sauce, so it becomes thicker and more concentrated. You know, because a lot of sauces that get reduced, you basically want to remove the water from it to make it more concentrated in flavor and to make the sauce thicker to the point that it coats the back of the spoon. Yeah. Yeah. I'm still, guys, by the way, Chad, I'm still really upset that in the Nexus Family Feud, I wasn't even on the board when it came to like, you know, best cooks in Nexus, you know? I was so upset. Like, I answered with my whole ass chest. I was like, oh, who is Clotho V Melodium, the musical Prince of Darkness? And then I wasn't even on the board. I was so upset. I'm still salty to this day. Man, Taryn! You're on the top of that board. If Taryn, if you ever see this message, Taryn Shield Song, or should I say, Taryn Shield Dong? If I ever see you, we are having a shokugeki. We are gonna have a cooking competition. Okay, Taryn? If we ever meet each other IRL, we are having a cooking competition, Taryn. I challenge you. I challenge you myself. I will be putting my entire professional cooking career on the line. Oh, man. Blow his clothes off? Hey, don't say that. But it would be fun, you know? Just yeah, we need a Food Wars stream where we just have like a competition. I actually want to do that at some point where I just challenge VTubers to a cooking competition. Maybe when I finally start going to like Offkai or something. Like if I ever get the money to go to Offkai, I'll or like any other convention, I'll make sure to like send out an announcement. Who's the biggest VTuber cook? I'm honestly not sure. I mean, if we're also including people who make cursed foods, I would say Hachama, but like that's my dream, you know? Maybe onigiri, yeah, maybe onigiri, but like if that's my dream. If I want to do a cooking stream with Hachama, that's my absolute dream. I know it's never gonna happen probably, but oh my god, if I were to shoot at the moon and just like have one dream collab, I want to do a cooking stream with Hachama. Lena does a lot of cooking, but it's typically IRL, not her VTuber form. Ah, okay. I mean, I would love to just like, you know, cook off screen and have my cooking be judged. But if she makes me eat a tarantula, it's fucking worth it. If what it takes it's Cloth of Melodium. I don't even do cooking streams yet. I just don't have like the right setup for it. If what it takes to have a cooking stream with Hachama is she makes me eat a tarantula, I will overcome my fears. I will overcome my fear of spiders and I will eat that tarantula for Hachama. If that's what it takes for me to collab with Hachama. You guys have no idea how much I admire and idolize Hachima. She's definitely one of my Oshis. Like in a PL that I had, I made so much Hachima fan art. And what's really nice about Hachima is that like she always likes the fan art that she gets in her tag. Like even if it's from like really small creators. I made a doodle once. Like I made a Hachima doodle. Just like practicing different poses, and that got a like from Hachima. And my account didn't even have like 500 followers back then. You know? Like I used to be like such a big haton, you know. Even if it's not safe for work, I'm not sure because I never made not safe for work fan art. Actually, that's a lie. I've made not safe for work fan art before. That's a lie. That's a lie. I've made not safe for work fan art before. Yeah. I've drawn boobies before. But yeah. I should probably like dust off my drawing tablet again at some point because I really do like drawing, but I just haven't had the motivation lately, you know? Yeah, maybe I'll start doing like Blue Archive fan art or something. Share? I don't know if I still have it, Eladia. If I find it, if I ever find it, Eladia, I'll share it with you, okay? I don't know if I have it anymore because I do have a new computer. I think this one was done in my old computer, along with a bunch of my ASMR stuff from like olden times. You know, like the one where I was in a BL audio drama. Can I run a shout out to test if it works on phone? It should work on phone, sure, yeah. Shout someone out, Game Fanatic. Do a little bit of your mod practice. Yeah, I really hope Hachima's doing better. I saw what happened recently, and yeah, Game Fanatic has been recently promoted to mod. But yeah, recently I saw what happened to Hachima, and honestly it's really sad. Cause like I've seen that kind of stuff happen to like a lot of like VTubers I really admire, you know? And honestly it always makes me sad. Just like people not realizing the amount of stress that people can have, because a lot of people don't realize, because yeah, especially with things as big as Hololive. But yeah, especially with things as big as Hololive, it kind of eludes people that you know, there's a person behind that avatar, there's a person behind that idol, you know? Yeah. Or worse, they do realize this and get off to it. Oh my god, that would be even worse. Like I don't know. I don't want to foster that kind of you know, that kind of community if I ever like make it big, where it's like people just get off to my suffering, which would be really easy for people, by the way, because like I tend to get sick quite a bit. But yeah, but it's more I feel I concern you guys if when I do suffer. Social media made y'all way too comfortable with disrespecting people, not getting punched in the face for it. That's Mike Tyson, right? Man, I love Iron Mike. Mike Tyson's great. Yeah. Well, speaking of which, by the way, I don't know if you guys, I don't know if I've actually told you guys, but my dad is super into martial arts. You know, even nowadays, my dad trains with like knife fighting and stick fighting and like a bunch of other different martial arts, and he's fit as fuck. Like I told you, he looks like a more tan Saitama. A more tan middle-aged Saitama. Yeah, Papa Melodium, that's what he looks like. But yeah, cause he's bald and he's Asian. And he's buff. So yeah. Stick fighting just triggered a flood of memories of those stick figure fight animations. Not that kind of stick fighting, like fighting with sticks, you know? Hello, good. Oh my god. Hello. Hello, Ida. How are you doing today? But when I was younger, I was trained in Taekwondo. I was trained in Muay Thai. You know, my dad trained me with karate and boxing. You know, and when I was in high school, I actually did a lot of wrestling as well. And when I was in university, I was part of a kendo team. Kendo was really fun. I remember kendo. Kendo was nice. But yeah, I was so into kendo back then. Like I would go to our kendo practice every single time. And I remember when I was going to do my first test to get basically certified in kendo. My senpai just like treated me a lot harsher than the other ones, just to make sure that I was disciplined and trained enough to actually pass. I remember I was in like the full armor, you know? I was in the full armor, and then we sparred, and then she swept me, so I fell down, and then she started hitting me over and over with the shinai, and she was like, "Get up! Get up! Get up!" Oh, the memories. The memories of the kendo team. But it was nice because like after every night of doing kendo, we would go to a McDonald's, and we would just like, you know, we would just get like a small thing together. I usually got like small fries and like a cheeseburger, you know. But yeah, it was a very interesting time. Friggin' just getting treated harshly, and I do understand why I was treated more harshly than the others, because she wants to make sure that I succeed. Because from what I heard, the first time she tried to go through that test, she failed. Oh my god, Renchon. Oh my god. Nyampasu. Whenever I see Renchon, I just hear Nyampasu. I'm supposed to lock in and play my games, but I'm low-key invested now. What is Clotho lore even about? Oh boy. Let me tell you, Ida, there's a lot of Clotho lore. Like, did you know that I have had a lot of like near-death encounters when I was a kid, and a lot of people when they hear what all the things that happened to me as a kid, they're surprised that I'm still alive. She just wanted to make sure you could get to nationals so that your anime got a second season. Yeah, okay. So when I was younger, this was I was so young that it was kind of like my memory got blocked until my mom like brought it up, until Mama Melodium brought it up later on in my life. But we had a nanny back then, because it was very common back then for I don't know if it's common still now for middle class families in the Philippines to have like either someone referred to them through the family or through some friends to have like a nanny helping out in the house, you know, because you know, both your parents would usually be working. And we had a nanny back then who tried to kidnap us and sell us to human traffickers back then, me and my sister. Like, apparently what happened was that she packed up a bunch of our clothes and like started like going out of the house with us, and told us, "Oh, we're your parents told me to bring you to you know, like we're gonna meet your parents somewhere." yeah. She's like, oh, we're gonna meet your parents somewhere, and apparently our uncle caught her trying to like get us out of the house, and then my uncle went like, where are you taking the kids? And then she just like fucking bolted, and we never saw her again. So yeah. We almost got sold off to like the black market, and when I was in who's this lady? I need to talk to her. Funny thing is, I think my sister tells me that like she gets trauma of this certain Pokemon's name because like her nickname was Golem. I think her nickname was Golem. And yeah, I remember my sister talking about that. But yeah, anyways, when I was in elementary school, there was one day where we were supposed to be having a computer class, so we went to our computer room, and we were waiting for our teacher to open the computer room for us. And I was so excited because, you know, usually the computer room is nice and air conditioned and it smells really nice in there, you know, and we get to go on the computer. And as a kid, I'm like, oh, it's a computer technology, you know. But like, I just started feeling weird outside. Oh, it's almost got the Onishona experience. I doubt it's the Onishona experience, Mighty. I bet you it's a much more different genre. But anyways, I started feeling strange, and eventually my teacher just saw me curled up in the fetal position next to the door of the computer room, like trying to get some of the cold air that was like you know, exiting the door or something like that. And then yeah, oh my god. Okay, we'll talk about that afterwards, Az, because I have so many of those that I want to talk about. Okay, so what happened was that I was then my mom was called, and I was then brought to the hospital, and it turns out a mosquito bit me, and I managed to contract dengue fever. I spent the next 6 months of my life in the hospital with my blood being taken every day to make sure I wasn't dying. Oh man, I got over my fear of needles real fast because of that. Yeah, because, you know, I eventually just started to give up, going like, yeah, they're gonna take my blood every day with this giant needle, and I just got over my fear of needles because of that temporarily. I'm still kind of spooked by needles even today, but not as much as when I was a kid. Like when I was a kid, they would need to have like a bunch of security guards and nurses holding me one each limb just to make me stop like thrashing around, just to give me like a vaccine or like take my blood, because I would start like panicking, like, no, I don't wanna, and then they'd like take me to emergency and just like strap me down just so that I can get an injection. Most I've had was a nanny trying to hit me for asking for more milk. I remember running around the house, getting the house phone, and calling Dad since his business was below our house. Phone had an intercom. Dad, the daddy hit me. It's not fear, but every time my blood is drawn, my pressure drops and I almost pass out. Funny enough, that's actually pretty common apparently for when you donate blood. Because I used to actually donate blood a lot back then, just so I can get out of class. Like when the Canadian Blood Services would go to our high school and do a blood drive, I would always get out of class and be like, hey teacher, I would please like to donate blood today. And then my teacher just knew that I was just doing this because I wanted to get out of class. But he'll allow it anyways, because how is he gonna say no to that, you know? But then I'd like donate blood, and then I'd see some people like pass out after seeing their own blood. Maybe it's like a survival instinct or something, but I'm not sure. I'm not sure what exactly is the science behind that, you know. But I also like the donating blood because afterwards we get cookies and juice, because you need to replenish your sugars, I think. So that you don't like pass out. It was nice. Here, let me just take a quick drink. But yeah, I think throughout my life, I've donated blood. I think 25 times. Because I remember managing to get one of those badges with like it looks like a blood drop and it has a number on it that shows how many times you've donated blood. And I think I actually donated blood 25 times. That's pretty cool. Yeah, eventually I started to do it just out of like, you know, out of, oh, one day this is gonna save someone. Which I think is like kind of a good thing. Yeah, I got the Steam achievement. But yeah, which I think is kind of a good thing, because when I had like that horrible foot infection that almost had my leg cut off, that flesh-eating bacteria that I managed to get on my foot, I had to get so many blood bags just to keep me alive during that period. So I think that was a good kind of like moment where I feel like, oh, I bet you my blood would have helped another person as well, you know? Maybe I should maybe if I ever do like a charity thing, you know? Like when I get big enough to do like a charity thing, maybe I'll do it for like blood services or something. That would be fun. I'd like to do it for blood services. 'Cause I feel like that would really help a bunch of people. I don't know. Have you guys ever donated blood before? Which, you know, is kind of like a pretty big thing for a lot of people. Which, oh my god, that actually reminds me. That actually reminds me. There are even earlier instances of me just like almost dying. Okay, so when I was still inside my mom's womb, okay? Like before I was even born as baby Clotho. Apparently there was like a scare where like my mom had to give birth to me in an emergency. So I was just taken to like a small clinic, you know? And I'm talking like, you know, there's only 8 nurses in here kind of small clinic, you know? Oh, that makes sense at all, you know, no shame in that. But like, I was taken to a very small clinic where the nurses there actually helped my mom give birth to me through a C-section. So they had to do like an emergency C-section in that tiny clinic. And it turns out that my own umbilical cord was wrapped around my neck and I was slowly choking to death. Before I was even born, man. Before I was even born, I almost died. So once they tried it normally until they found that out. And oh, your friend did the same? I'm so glad I'm not the only one. Yeah, I'm so glad I'm not the only one. But like I remember my mom said that because there were only like, I think 6 or so nurses, 6 or 8 nurses, I forgot the exact number. Oh, holy, baby Chloe was like, I just got here, but let's wrap this up. I already had the Vani mentality even before I was born. I'm a natural Aries. But like, apparently because there were only a few nurses there, since it was such a small clinic, like the nurses would fight over who gets to take care of me, you know, while I was still there, and like, you know, they were making sure I was okay, you know, like all the whatever they do to like maintain the baby, if the baby's just like a complete newborn. But like, yeah, apparently the nurses were like fighting over who gets to take care of me. Yeah. Wow, even as a baby I was already building my harem. What the fuck? No, that was a joke. That was a joke. Oh, I got Riz as a baby. I got that baby Riz. Uh... oh my god. But also, the origins of the Melodite army. Yeah, they were the they were the originals. You know how Sid Kageno has Shadow has like Shadow Garden? Yeah, they were my Shadow Garden. Oh my god. As a baby I already had Shadow Garden. But yeah, so yeah, I mean, even when I was a kid, apparently, like I would do a lot of weird shit. Like I remember, my mom told me of this Melodium Garden. my mom told me of this story, right? Where apparently when I was a kid, we were walking around, I think in a zoo. So we were in a zoo, and I saw that this couple who were sitting next to each other had some Pringles. And I really, really loved Pringles when I was a kid, apparently. So, apparently what I did was me, a complete kid stranger, right? Like, I was a kid, and I was a complete stranger to these people. I sat in between them, and I started talking to them. Like, I introduced myself, like, hey, my name's Plato. It's nice to meet you. And apparently, like, the girl was like, oh my god, he's so cute, and started giving me Pringles. So of course I kept talking to the girl because she kept giving me Pringles. And apparently the guy got so pissed off because I was basically cock blocking him and, like, you know, interrupting their date, that, like, he just gave me the whole Pringle can. And then, you know, I got off of the bench and stopped bothering them once I got the whole Pringle can. And then I just, like, waved at them and then, like, bye. This reminds me of that toddler stealing Prince Harry's popcorn. Yeah, man, I was yeah, Ogre Cap's my spirit animal from when I was a kid, I guess. Thanks for the hydrate. Yeah, I was emulating Ogre Cap even when I was a kid. Here, let's put this here just to wait, that didn't work. What the heck? Huh. Okay, never mind. That didn't work. Anyways, but yeah. I used to apparently just do a bunch of that stuff. I don't know why. I don't know what my mentality was, and I don't know why, like, that was something that I just did back then. Based Uma reference. Yeah, I love playing Uma. In fact, I've been preparing for this next champions meeting. I would like to get another win, because I think the last win I got was for, like, not Taurus, but, like, I forgot which cup I managed to get a win on, but, like, I managed to win a cup, so I have, like, a platinum badge for that. Hehehe. But yeah. Man, what was I gonna talk about earlier again before I went on this whole tangent? Oh yeah, the freaking educational games. Oh my god. There were have you guys ever played, like, those really fun, like, educational games on the computer, like, way back then? Like, I might be revealing my age here, but, like, stuff like Jumpstart, Reader Rabbit, stuff like that, or, like, you know, point and click stuff like Pajama Sam. I used to play a lot of those kinds of games. Based on experiences you've mentioned, I'm 99% sure we're the exact same age. Hey, let's go, Az. But yeah, like I used to play so many of those games. Maybe I should stream those games sometime, you know, just to go on like a nostalgia trip. Is there even like any other way to get those games now? Let me just look. Reader Rabbit. Download. Oh my god, it's actually it's in the Internet Archive. Man, I loved Reader Rabbit. Wow, 23 megabytes. But which one? I forgot which one I played, like which Reader Rabbit I played. Which one was it? Was it 3? Huh. Pirate Crew. Which one was this from? Oh, Dreamship Tales. That's the one. Okay. That I found it, guys. I found it. Reader Rabbit Dreamship Tales. That's what I played way back then. I remember the fucking songs from it. The songs from it was so good. Hooray, hooray, we're a merry pirate crew. Man. I miss those simpler days, you know? When all I worried about back then was like, can I beat can I beat this video game by next week? Because I want a new video game. Yeah, because back then my mom would always my mom and dad will always buy me new video games only when I beat the last one, you know? That way you know, I don't have too many video games and I won't have an excuse to like just slack off and play video games all day. One of my core memories actually was because we have entrance exams. I don't know if like it applies here in the West, because I remember I just needed to get like a certain grade in order to go to a good college or university here. But in order to even get to a good high school back in the Philippines, I had to do an entrance exam and I had to rank a certain amount. I think there was this one high school I tried to get into where they only take the top 15 in the entire country every year, you know? And guess what? I was waitlisted there because I ranked number 20 in the country. Like, I used to be a very smart bean, you know? Like, I actually ranked number 20 in the entire country for the entrance exam for that. And I never got into the school because, you know, you need enough people not attending it in order to get past the wait list. But I managed to make it to the number 2 school in the whole country. And the number 2 school needed you, I think, to be within the 150. Like rank 150, and I ranked number 77 in that entrance exam. Because I think what increased my rank like crazy back then was my English comprehension, because I was so much better at English than many other people, because we already had plans to go to Canada. But the problem was, I managed to contract tuberculosis when I was a kid, so we had to stay for 5 years to make sure that I'm completely free of tuberculosis. So, I was really, really good at English because I just practiced English like crazy, to the point that I didn't need to take ESL classes when I got to Canada. ESL classes being English as a second language classes. So it's basically for people immigrating to Canada who aren't as proficient in their English. You take ESL classes, and I didn't need to. Meanwhile, my 2 siblings needed to. But yeah. Um, what was I talking about? I kind of forgot. I know I was talking about like school rankings and whatnot. Well, why did I start talking about school rankings again? I kind of forgot. But yeah, oh yeah, a core memory of mine. No. I remember now. So a core memory of mine was I was stressing out about studying for the entrance exams. Because that's basically one of the most important things in your life as like as a young person back in the Philippines is to get into a good school. So I was stressing out about the exams and I was studying like crazy. And I remember my mom would, in order to like encourage me, would always make like this bowl of fresh pina colada. Cause we had like a coconut tree outside of our house and a mango tree. And my dad would have like this really long pole with like a hook at the end in order to like harvest the coconuts when they're ready. And then my mom would take like the coconut water from that coconut tree, and she would make like a fresh pina colada with ice, and she'd make a bowl of that, and it's like, hey, whenever you want to take a break from all that studying, have some pina colada. And Mama Melodium would like make some good ass pina colada, that was such a core memory for me, man. Don't say it like that. Oh my god, don't say it like that, Az. Jesus Christ. Things I've learned today. Clotho's dad had a really long pole and enjoyed stick fighting. God. Which reminds me. You don't have to answer this, chat. You don't have to answer this. But how many of you have walked in on your parents as a kid? Because I have, and I had no idea what was happening during that time, and why my dad was so angry at me for doing that. I just remember seeing it when I was younger. I think they forgot to lock their door, and I was really scared. So I wanted to see if I can sleep in their room, but they forgot to lock their door, so I walked in on them. Thankfully, my parents were always very cautious. I mean, normally my parents were too. Oh my god! Speaking of, you guys wanna know something really cute that my mom used to do? So my mom still kept all of the love letters that my dad gave her throughout like their entire like dating days, And so what happened was that my mom would get one of the love letters and like and give it to one of us, like me and my siblings. And oh god, you could just hear it. Oh no. But yeah, for example, my mom would give me one of my dad's love letters to her and tell me to like read it in front of my dad. So I would just like run out to the living room where my dad was just trying to enjoy some TV shows, and I would start reading my dad's love letter to my mom. And then once he gets really embarrassed and like and then get angry at me, I'd just like be giggling and running back to my mom going like hee. Yeah. Oh my god. That's kind of couple goals though, don't you think? I know, yeah. But isn't that kind of couple goals? Like I want that in my future, But thing is, like, love letters are kind of very out of style now, you know? Like, how many people actually give others love letters now? Like, we have the internet. Yeah. Now it's performative TikTok dances. Oh no. I hate it. No. But yeah, it was really cute. Like I wish I know, yeah. I wish that that would kind of be my future at some point, you know? Like yeah, we're just regressing into like those birds that do like performative dances in front of everyone. Becky, let me smash. Let me smash. Those birds. You try to give a love letter and you'll go viral by being mocked if you don't pick the right girl. That's so true. That's so true. And it's a shame, you know? It's honestly a shame because I feel like you want blue? I got blue. But yeah, it's such a shame because love letters are really sweet. Like love letters take a lot of time and like courage in order to give someone, you know? Like it takes a lot of thought as well because you don't want to embarrass yourself and you want to write something nice that you know that person will enjoy, you know? Same with serenading. Oh my god. When I was in high school, guys, this was when I was already in Canada. I was part of like this trio of people in my school where we would take commissions, basically like, yeah, pay us like $5 each, and we'll serenade someone for you if you want to like ask them out or like want them to be your date during like a prom or like a dance or something. Yeah, and people would go to us and they would pay us in order to serenade them. Yeah, and I've seen some really really sweet stuff come from that. Like there was one where like we started serenading them because the guy wanted to take this girl out to prom, and then he went in with like the flowers and like knelt in front of the girl, and then the girl started crying and like, you know, fanning herself with her hand. Plot twist, the girl decides to go with one of the trio instead. Oh god, not the NTR. No, as not the NTR. Thankfully I never saw that happen. Oh my god, JJ! Hey JJ, how you doing? What did you just walk into? You know, just me talking about like some of my memories when I was younger. Yeah, I used to be part of this trio that would take commissions in order to like serenade people, you know? Yeah, randomly I remember this, but did you have that one game in your computer lab where you had to solve math problems to climb up and... I know that! Hold on, I know that as... Oh my god, you just unlocked a core memory for me, but I'm not sure what the name of the game was. But I'm pretty sure I know which one you're talking about. My god, was it, Is it... Was it Jumpstart Math? I'm not sure. It might be one of the Jumpstart Math games, but like, I'm honestly not sure. It's been way too long to remember the name, but I remember the game perfectly. Yeah, yeah. And you know what else? 3D pinball. How many of you guys know that like default Windows game where it was on every Windows PC? Yeah, 3D pinball, where like you have some of the really iconic sounds from it. Oh my god, I remember 3D pinball. I thought it was like the coolest thing ever. To this game, there's a pinball game in my father's PC that I have searched and never found it again. Yeah, Windows PCs don't come with 3D pinball anymore. It's the 3D Space Cadet pinball, like the space one. Yeah. 3D pinball on the computer and Snake on the old Nokia. Oh my fucking god! As I remember that, and you know the newer Nokia phones had had Snake 2. It's like, what the fuck is Snake 2? Oh my god, and there was also that one, oh, what's it called? Space Impact! Yeah! Oh my god! Yeah! Yeah, that's what I was talking about too, Asbestos. Space Impact, that's what it's called. Oh, I love that game. I would always play that game on my Nokia. I had a Nokia 3315 back then. And dude, it went through the washer, it was fine. Like the washer dryer, it was fine. It got dropped in like every single place and it was fine. And the only way that I managed to lose my Nokia phone was because someone stole it. Like we had a house party, you know? We had a house party and then someone stole my Nokia phone. That's the only way I lost it. Not because of like damage or like getting it through the wash. Like honestly, Nokia phones back then, it could go in the washer dryer. Oh, ads are going. Oh dang. I was so caught up in my discussion of Nokia that like I didn't notice that there were ads going on. OG Sonic? I played it I think as like a flash game online. Oh, you think it's time for an update, JJ? I mean, I don't mind. If you got some ideas, you know, JJ? Did I ever play TF2? Yeah, I played TF2 for a bit. I tried getting good with Spy, but like, I sucked at Spy. I think I ended up just playing Pyro because I'm just bad at shooters in general. I just played Pyro and Heavy. But yeah, I didn't play it too much though. I just remembered playing it because some of my friends played it. Also because I watched Meet the Team way back then and I really liked it. Okay. You like playing Sniper? Why, do you like throwing your piss at people? Like the Girardi? By the way, I'm just eating some sunflower. I'm not sunflower seeds, but pumpkin seeds. Cause I bought some pumpkin seeds and it turns out they were the unsalted version. So I flavored it myself. Like I soaked it in this mixture of a lot of salt, some premium soy sauce, and some premium fish sauce. Both of those I got on sale. And then because I was like, you know what, it would be interesting to have like, you know, soy sauce, fish sauce flavored pumpkin seeds. And I'm eating them right now and it's fucking delicious. I basically soaked it there for like for 2 days, and then I dehydrated them in the oven, and now they're flavored really nice. Yeah. Hey, welcome back from ad jail. But yeah, Sonic, I remember playing it on the playing it as a flash game. The snacks are real nice. Soda, Sarmix dry. I'm lit, you can't deny. Yeah. Exactly. Also, yeah, I remember, guys, do you remember playing any specific flash games? Because I remember playing these like these escape rooms from Armor Games. And I don't know if any of you guys, if that name rings a bell for any of you guys. Armor Games. Yeah, yeah. So Armor Games had this had a bunch of these escape room kind of games way back then, and they were actually they were actually pretty nice. They had like this escape room series that me and my siblings always played back then. We should watch a video recapping some of them. Yeah, Armor Game Studios. Is this the one? No, I don't think this is the one. But like, hold on. Flash. There we go. Oh my god, they still have a website. Huh. Maybe I should do a stream where I just play like some old Flash games. Oh, mini clip. I remember mini clip. I have to go. Art school awaits me tomorrow. Keep being goated and please never die. I'll try. I'll try. And good luck in art school. Make sure you get enough rest, okay? Make sure you get enough rest. Have a good night, Ida. But yeah, I really want to do a stream where I just play through like some old Flash games that I used to play back then. There was one where it was a fighting game where they took some Cartoon Network characters and make them look like super anime. I forgot what it was, but I remember it specifically because it has like the Powerpuff Girls. It has Dexter from Dexter's Lab, and it was like this Flash fighting game. Yeah, and they look like super anime and whatnot. Oh my god. Like the one with the Teen Titans villains? I'm not sure. That's all I remember from it. Yeah. Yeah. And then yeah, I remember having like those CDs where like it was where like people would just like put a bunch of Flash games they get online on those CDs and like sell them pirated at like for like a certain price in like those in those back alley like markets, you know? And then we would just get those CDs and it would have like just a bunch of random shit. Like I think there was one where like you literally just it's almost like a basketball hoop shooter game, but instead it's like poop going into a toilet. Battle Blitz? Let me look it up. Let's Cartoon Network game. It might be. It might. No, and I don't think it is. I don't think it is because it wasn't officially licensed. It wasn't officially licensed. Cartoon Network Flash fighting game. Will I ever find it? Oh my god, I don't think I'll ever find it, but hey, thanks for the 10 biddies, Mighty. Kind of unrelated, but we also have an AI assistant in Stelzora now, and it introduced itself as a very capable, and one of the dialogue options after that was capable. So can you transform into a cute girl? Is it basically Arona? Oh man, but okay, do some of you guys also remember like going to the different websites for like different shows in Battle in Megaville? Let me look that up. Yes! Oh my god! Yes! It's this one! Ah, the memories, it's all coming back! It's all coming back! Oh my god, Az, you found it! Az, you found it! This was the exact one I was talking about! Oh my god, how did you know? Oh my god, that's so cool! Oh man! Maybe I'll look back on like a bunch of these fighting games, or I mean Flash games, and I'll do like a little you know, nostalgia stream, just like going through them. That would be so fun. That would actually be so fun. Okay, good night, Mario. But yeah, there's also you guys remember just going to like the different official Cartoon Network Flash games? Like there was a Ben 10 one. I remember playing. I remember there were some Disney ones as well. Like there was a lot of the Lilo and Stitch ones. There was one where like I think you were I think you were like Stitch. You were running away from Gontu, and he's slowly getting closer, and you need to like grab a bunch of like gasoline canisters in order to keep your car going. But like Gontu keeps chasing you. I played a lot of the Ben 10 one, recently revisiting it. It looks so outdated. Oh, yeah. The Lilo and Stitch sandwich game. I remember that so well. Yeah. You're like 625, and then there's like ingredients falling from the ceiling, and then you have to make like the tallest sandwich that you can. Oh my god, I remember that. Oh my god. I loved that game. Oh. Yeah, or like the make your own experiment one. There were a lot of that. There were a lot of that. Oh my god. So many core memories. Does the Ben 10 Flash game still exist? I forgot what Yeah, it was called Ben 10 Battle Ready. Yeah. Hold on, does it still exist online? Oh my god, it still exists online. Oh my god, it looks so it looks wait, no, this isn't it. Wait, this isn't it. Yeah, this isn't it. Oh god, that was super loud. But yeah, maybe I'll play some of those games, okay? I'll play some of those games, guys. Man. A fire bat? I'm not sure, but hold on. Let me look at let me show some images, guys. Let me show some images. Was there a fire bat chasing you? It's the one where you can like transform into a bunch of different experiments. A bunch of different aliens. Like I think you can actually transform into like a lot of the OG aliens, and it's basically like I don't know if I'd consider it like a hack and slash, but like it's kind of like that. It's an action game. Oh my god, is there a way for me to actually play it online? Hold on. Oh, this one just has the different sprites for it. That's pretty cool though. I'm glad that they're like archiving a lot of this stuff. Yeah, fuck, Sumo Slammer, I think it's called. I know this is gonna be loud as fuck, so I'm trying to find a way to like why am I getting scammed by this by these websites? Like this one's like fucking Flappy Bird. Like can I actually like get the game? Can I actually like play the game again just for the sake of nostalgia? Like I'm going to like a bunch of fucking obscure ass websites now just so I can see if I can play it. Oh my god, you know what else is there? Guys, you know what else is there? Looking back on all this makes me think about how we were the last generation before everything became fully digital. There was something special about going to a video store, GameStop, or playing shitty Flash games that you don't really get anymore. Yeah, especially if you just like discover it and you've never like seen it before. It's kind of like discovering like hidden gems, you know, that you don't really get anymore because there's so much information on things now, which of course makes it better in a way because now you just can't get scammed by games that look good on paper but not on not in actuality, you know? Electric Man 2? I don't think I've played that one, but like, oh my god, there was one Flash game where it's like Sonic, but it's Final Fantasy, you know? Like Call of Duty 7. I've never actually been like a Call of Duty guy. But yeah. It's like Sonic, but it's like Final Fantasy, you know? I forgot what it was called. Yeah, CS Vestas knows what I'm talking about. Yeah, oh my god. Are we all just like fucking the same age of millennial here? Because you guys all know all of these fucking Flash games that I reference. I remember it had a Naruto ending, one of the chapters. I just remember the one where you like transform into Supersonic. I remember that was the one that I managed to play. Was it actually just called Final Fantasy Sonic? Hold on. Let me look it up. Final Fantasy Sonic. Yep, it's actually just called Final Fantasy Sonic. Yeah, it's actually just called Final Fantasy Sonic. That's so funny. Okay, I'm going through like more and more of these fucking obscure websites where I'm pretty sure one of them is eventually gonna give me a virus. How do I shut down the mute tab? I'll make sure to mute tab just in case it like plays something crazy. But like, this isn't it. Why is it making me play like a fucking Ben 10 Flappy Bird thing? Yeah, it's making me play like a Ben 10 weird ass like platformer thing. This isn't what I'm looking for. Yeah, that is the authentic 2000s experience, but still, I'm just upset that I'm not getting the one that I want, you know? But yeah, there's so many of these games back then. I kind of miss just like exploring the internet, and then eventually I start like that was actually, I think, how I first discovered like a bunch of fucking Flash hentai games, and I discovered a Zone. Do you guys remember Zone? I remember I managed to meet Zone in VR chat. That was a wild experience. You remember those? A lot of them were honestly just animations where you just have different options of what you want to do, you know? I only started playing real games in 2012 with Minecraft. Before that, it was all Flash games and emulators. Hey, those were all real games too, okay? Oh man, I think another core memory for me was so my dad used to work in this tree farm, you know, and it was one of those situations where he would go to the tree farm for like a few months and then come home for a few months, and he's just like on a yearly salary kind of thing. And when I finally got to go to my dad in the tree farm, I remember having a computer there where in the office where my dad works, and I played Time Crisis. Oh no, it wasn't Time Crisis. It was I think it was Virtual Cop. Yeah, it was Virtual Cop. I played Virtual Cop. Yeah, they have Virtual Cop on the PC, and I loved it. I loved playing it. Reminds me of my first Pokemon game. It was Pokemon Emerald, but my parents got an overseas knockoff to save money and it never saved. Oh my god! Yeah, I managed to play Pokemon Emerald in one of those, you know those cartridges that say 101, 100 games in one or something like that? Where a bunch of it is just like Atari clones and like a bunch of shitty stuff that didn't even work. And then there's like 2 main games where it's actual like bigger games. I had one that had Pokemon Emerald and Yu-Gi-Oh! GX Duel Academy. Oh boy! Oh boy! That game? I loved it. It was kind of bad now that I look back at it, but like I loved playing that thing in way back then because like it was kind of cool because it kind of had a story, you know? It kind of had a story. And I always remember getting destroyed whenever... Gotta use what he had back then, yeah. Whenever, like, he would summon Flame Wingman, I would always get destroyed. Because I didn't know how to counter Flame Wingman, and I would always just get, like, a bunch of the beat stick monsters back then because I didn't know what strategy was. And then I always remember getting destroyed by the fucking Power Bond Cyber End Dragon when you fight the big bro. The big bro. Where he would go Power Bond, Cyber End Dragon, limiter removal, and you're like, what the fuck? Why does he have a 1600 attack monster on the field? I'm gonna die. And you can't even just go defense mode because it pierces. When I first finally convinced my parents to get me games, all I had was DBZ Legacy of Goku. Oh, I had some DBZ games on the PS1. One of them was like a set where like one of them was like a 3v3 one. I forgot what it was called. And another one was like it's not Budokai, it was older. Another one was like a 2D. I remember where there was like this big select screen where there's just like art of the different characters all together, and then you just go through the different characters in order to oh my god, I need to remember what it is. I think it's yeah this one, Dragon Ball Ultimate Battle 22. That's what it was called. Yeah. I remember this now. Oh my god. Yeah, Dragon Ball Ultimate Battle 22. Hold on, let me show you the select screen, guys. I need to show you guys the select screen because this is so fucking nostalgic to me. Hold on, let's save this. And there we go. Let's just make the image smaller so everyone can see it. But yeah, this is what the character select screen looked like. Yeah, look at this. Yeah, I remember this one. Yeah, this is exactly what the character select screen looked like. Oh my god, the memories, man, the memories. And I also had what do you call it? The Dragon Ball GT one where it was like 3D. And at the very end you fight Big Monkey. You fight a big monkey. Yeah, hold on. Game PS1. Hold on. Where's the monkey? This one, oh my god. Yeah, super baby. Let me just save this image so I can show you guys. Yeah, this is super old, guys. This is super old. I mean, also to be fair, you know, like the games that we have were kind of we were kind of behind on our games. Like we didn't get the games as soon as they released, because you know we weren't we weren't as well off as like the people who could afford like, you know, things like Monster Hunter on release or Pokemon on release. I didn't get my Game Boy until like a lot later. I just had my PS1. But yeah, look at this thing. Look at this. This was the Dragon Ball GT game that I had. My god. The freaking memories, man. It's going through memory lane. And the funny thing is, when I finally got my GBA, oh yeah, it's called Dragon Ball GT Final Bout. But yeah, when I finally got my GBA, the very first game that I got, of course, was Pokemon, because I've always wanted to play Pokemon on my own. So when we got my GBA, I got Pokemon along with it. So the very first Pokemon game that I truly owned was Pokemon Sapphire. So yeah, I'm a Gen 3 kid. I have so much Gen 3 bias. Gardevoir gave me an awakening when I was a child. I was like, oh, what the heck? What is that beautiful Pokemon that Wally has? I want one too. So I went on to look for so I went on to look for my my own Gardevoir, because like back then, you know, like Ralts was a rare encounter in one of the early routes. So usually you wouldn't encounter a Ralts unless you like get really lucky or you find one. And if you do find one, or like you go out of your way to find one, and if you do find one, it just teleports out. It's kind of like Abra in the earlier gens. It only knows I think it only knows confusion and teleport, or like teleport first and then confusion. Funny enough, my first Pokemon game I had that actually saved was XD Gale of Oh, was that the one with like the Dark Lugia? I remember that one. Man. Yeah. I remember, what do you call it? I remember I was kind of a dum-dum. I was a dum-dum kid when I played Fire Red, you know? I had Pokemon Fire Red, and I didn't know how to get out of Lavender Town and go to the next town. And also, I wanted Vileplume for some reason, and I didn't know how to get Vileplume. I didn't know that you had to use a stone for it. So I had a level 99 Charizard and a level 99 Gloom because I just kept grinding in Lavender Town. And you can imagine how long it must have taken for me to do that. By the time I left Lavender Town, because I figured out what to freaking do, I had a level 99 Charizard and a level 99 Gloom, because I'm like, Gloom's level 99. Why isn't it evolving into Vileplume? I was kind of stupid, guys. I was kind of stupid, okay? So the rest of the game was basically just easy mode for me as soon as I got out of Lavender Town. You know? Like, the following bosses were just seeing me with my level 99 Charizard and Vileplume going like... Yeah, surely it's the 100th level. That does it, surely. But yeah, all of the rest of the gyms were just hearing final boss music as I approached. Man, I was a dumb kid. Oh man, you know what else? I have a lot of nostalgia for. Freaking Digimon Rumble Arena. My god, I love Digimon Rumble Arena. It was so fun. Like, I know I saw a review like nowadays that said like it was horrible, but I had a lot of fun with it when I was a kid. Yeah. But like what do you call it? I think it would be, since, you know, Digimon's making like such a huge like a lot of noise with like their games because, you know, of Time Stranger and whatnot. I think that they should do like something like Rumble Arena. They should do like a new version of Rumble Arena. And you know something that would be even cooler? You know how Arxis has been collabing with a lot of different properties in order to you know, make fighting games for them. Like they have the Marvel Tokon Souls, they have Grand Blue, you know. They should do a Digimon fighting game. Alright, see you, Az. Good luck at your meeting. Imagine if Arxis does a Digimon fighting game. That would be so freaking hype. Oh my god. Just make like very cinematic Digivolutions and like ultimate moves. Oh, Arxis, please. Please do it, Arxis. I will buy it. I will pre-order it, Arxis. Even if it turns out shit, I will be its biggest defender. That would honestly be so fun. Man. Just going through all of these games. Another game that still hasn't gotten a remake, which I really want, is freaking F-Zero. I want F-Zero to have a remake as well. Like, I know there was the F-Zero 99 that came out lately, and I heard that it was really fun, but I just want like a regular F-Zero game, you know? Like with modern graphics and like the sense of speed that you would have in F-Zero GX. Got a busy day today, barely able to lurk. Second stream as mod and already caught lacking SMH my head. You're fine, Game Fanatic, you're fine. Trust me, if a bot appears and you're not here to kill it, I'll kill it myself, you know? Yeah. I'm just looking at my pings right now, and there was you know kind of like that meme, because Amazon is making like a simplified version of their logo, and then everyone's just like clowning on it by making simplified versions of their logos. I just saw that Rima made one. That's funny. That's really funny. Man, so many people just like getting screwed over by customs right now. Cause I'm waiting on more Beyblades. Just the store that I ordered my Beyblades from, they're getting screwed by customs right now, and it's they're not having a good time. Let me just say, they're really not having a good time. I really hope that because apparently what happened is they're like a small store, you know. They're a small store, and customs thought that because they're getting a huge shipment from Asia, that they're suspicious for some reason, and it doesn't make sense to me, you know. It just doesn't make sense. Yeah, so they're trying to convince customs that no, this is my business. This is what I do for a living. Please give me my packages, because I have so many, like such a backlog of pre-orders that I need shipped out. Oh man. Yeah, I hope that they get that figured out soon. Yeah. Anyway, so yeah, I think I'll plan a stream for where we just play a bunch of Flash games, and if you guys I'll make a list of different Flash games that you guys recommend to me. I'll make a channel for it in the server. Hold on, let me see. Where is it? Suggestions. Should it be in suggestions? I don't know if it should be in suggestions. Maybe I'll put it in I'll put it in I'll put it in the common area. just to make sure it's easily accessible for people. So I'll create a channel and call it Flash game stream suggestions. Yeah, it's gonna be the ultimate throwback stream. Okay, so I'll make an announcement right now. At everyone, we will have a stream sometime where I go back in memory lane and play a bunch of old Flash games from people's childhood. If you have a suggestion of if you have a suggestion for a Flash game, please make sure it's stream friendly and also include a link so I can play it. Please post in Flash games stream suggestion. There we go. It always warns me, you're about to send a message to 100 plus people. Yep, there's the ping. All right. Anyways, that's a really fun idea. And please, if you manage to find Ben 10 Battle Ready, that's actually playable online, please link it. I love that game so much. Alright, so we're gonna wrap things up for today, and let's see who we can raid. The next stream will be on Friday, where we will be playing the new Blue Archive event, the swimsuit Hyakyako event. Sorry. Man, I'm so yawny today. I hope you guys enjoyed today's stream. It kind of just became like a bit of a nostalgia trip, honestly, which I really don't mind. You know, I like remembering a lot of the stuff that I used to do. It's wait, hold on, it's Ruri's anniversary. We are raiding into Ruri Tiny Tail, guys. Oh yeah, I know, we get 5 daily borrows. So let's raid into Wooey, okay? Let's call it, let's say woo 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 woo. Happy anniversary, you smell so good. Okay, that's gonna be our raid message, okay guys? Anyways, this has been Clotho V Melodium, musical prince of darkness. I hope you have a good rest of your day, everyone. Otsuklo, bye bye.